name actually. My name is Ishmael.
My name is Joshua. So for CD and advert cover, we decided to kind of like go, well, I decided to kind of like go between the realistic and kind of like graphical effect. So in my design, I kind of like showed kind of like a hybrid of examples of kind of like mixing graphical designs and kind of like real life images. Through this, I looked at some artists like Kanye West, A$AP Rocky, and Advert. All of their CD covers kind of like display the kind of thing that I wanted to do, and kind of like a specific theme of examples. The first one that I looked at was Kanye West, because I like the art style in which he used, because it kind of like, because the album was called Graduation, and he kind of like kept vivid images of that could relate to graduations. For example, over here you see the university hats, and kind of like his signature logo of the dropout there, kind of like flying into the air, kind of like representing like a portrayal in life, like he's basically taking off in his career. So basically I wanted to do something like that, but kind of like mix it with realism of an actual person. I also like the vivid colors that were used in it. The next one I looked at was Neo, because I found him to be kind of like the closest representation of kind of like merging the images together. As you can see, like in his actual cover, he kind of has women blended into him in kind of like a grayscale kind of manner. So it's kind of like an interesting effect. And also for the back cover, I really like the typography they use, as it's kind of like handwritten, and it kind of like presents a kind of like connection with the actual artist, which was kind of like vivid in the song that we chose, Jokwe Poison, as it was an R&B song. The final one that I looked at was A$AP Rocky at Long Glass A$AP, because I kind of find that the closest thing that kind of like mixes the grayscale and the color. As you can see, his image is in grayscale and kind of like that little bit dropping from his eyes in color. In addition to this, I also like the back cover, as it kind of like had different styles of orientation. As you can see, the image is in a different perspective to that of the text. So it's kind of like the song listings are in a different orient to the actual image. For my music adverts, I kind of like looked at people like Rent Free 2, as they kind of like, for his music advert, it's kind of like the image is based off the actual CD cover. The only thing that we added is extra dates and featured artists and specific platforms in which you'll be able to get the album from. Another one that I looked at is Ed Sheeran, because I kind of like the color contrast, as it's kind of like brown to orange, and it had the same thing of CD at the bottom, but in his case, instead of featured artists, he decided to kind of put a review from Q Magazine. So it's kind of like Q Magazine is a well-known publicist, so basically it gives it kind of professionalism in reference to the actual music. And the final one that I looked at was Jay-Z, because it's kind of like the same thing as what Rent Free 2 done, in which the cover of the album is kind of like represented in the actual music advert. In this, he also had the same release date, but instead of the bottom, he decided to put his record label to kind of like connote to where the album's actually coming from.
Cool, next up. When me and Ash was researching our CD advert, I was looking towards like getting the emotion, like, because we looked at stuff like Tory Lanez as well, and they get such a close-up, like a side portrait, like Jason Derulo as well, that you actually really, you feel the emotion in the artist's face. So, and they used effects that was black and white effects, and like, it was complete contrast. So this one's from Tory Lanez and like, it's very dark, but the only thing that stands out is the gold and his name and like his jewelry and stuff. It's like a grayscale picture, and the three-way color scheme, meaning we thought that like, it really like catches the audience's attention. Which is, like, when you look at it, that's the first thing that stands out, and which is why maybe the person who's going to buy it might be attracted and want to purchase it. And the fact that his hands are like on his head just makes it explicit that he's not going through emotions, or maybe there's a problem, people want to further investigate. Next up was this J. Cole one. We really like the shot they used on this one, because that's like his old house, and because he's on top of it, it's like he's moved up in the world, but he's never actually forgetting his original roots, which again, like it's like from like a struggle to fame kind of thing. So it's like a whole story is shown in the cover of the music video. And the back as well, because again, it's from where he's from, which again adds to the idea of before and after.
Basically, before we started our presentation, Josh handed out some papers to you guys. We just wanted to get your opinion. Wait, hold on. We just wanted to get your opinions on the designs. So if you can pass it around.
You can tell us at the end what you guys think about it. Just look at it.
I just wanted to get your opinions on those two things. Me. What's your opinions on
This was handled more. It was just collabing together. Yes, it's just brief ideas. We also,
What did you do then? Did you draw that out of little Photoshop?
Yeah, scan it into Photoshop. Basically work on top of it.
we also,
Sorry, when you talk about working on top of it, would you overlay some photography or something? Do you know what you do with that?
Yeah, basically insert the image overlay, and because you're able to kind of like use the pen tool to kind of like outline specific bits and kind of like make it more color vivid to the actual video, to the actual CD cover. So.
Beautiful design.
yeah, and we also created a logo and like a mock-up on Photoshop as well that I did, but it's not right on my president, but it's going to be on all of our bloggers, so later on if you guys can check out and give us an idea of what you think about the logo we made, and that's it.
Do you want some other opinions from this side of the class?
Yeah.
Designs?
Yeah, Richard, what do you think?
This one's not.
Those two that were circulated.
Yeah.
This one. Okay. Why is it on? Oh, you're blocking up.